Masutatsu Oyama, born as Choi Young-yui, was a Korean-born martial arts master who revolutionized karate by founding the Kyokushin Karate style. Throughout his life, he gained experience in various disciplines, including Shotokan karate, judo, and goju-ryu, before developing his own approach focused on toughness and endurance. After moving to Japan, he obtained citizenship in 1964 and continued refining his art. His legacy lives on through Kyokushinkai, a karate style known for its rigorous training and full-contact combat. Masutatsu Oyama was born on June 4, 1923, in Washington Ryongri, Yeongchumyeon, Cheolnadu, South Korea. His birth name was Choi Young-yui, but after immigrating to Japan, he adopted the Japanese name Oyama Masutatsu. This name is a transliteration of Betel, referring to an ancient Korean kingdom known in Japan at the time as Old Chosen. Additionally, Masutatsu can also be pronounced as Baitatsu in Japanese. He was sent to Manchuria to live on his sister's farm due to his rebellious nature and constant conflicts with his father, who was considered the leader of the community but struggled with alcoholism and frequently abused his mother. At the age of 9, he began practicing a southern variant of the Chinese martial art known as Chuanfa, also referred to as Kempo in Japanese or Kung Fu, Wushu. When he turned 12, he returned to Korea, where he continued honing his martial arts training. Later, he traveled to Tokyo, Japan, with the goal of becoming a pilot, but he was unable to achieve this ambition. During this period, he began training in Western boxing, savate, Olympic wrestling, and judo. One day, after observing students practicing karate, he became interested and decided to train at their dojo. It was the class of Master Gishin Funakoshi at Takashoku University, where he learned the Shotokan style of karate. Oyama regarded Master Funakoshi as the person who taught him the difference between being just a fighter and becoming a true warrior of Budo. His progress in training was remarkable. By the age of 17, he had achieved the rank of 2nd Dan, and at 20, he reached 4th Dan. During this time, he also developed a strong interest in judo, attaining the rank of 4th Dan in that discipline as well. He later joined the Dai Nihon Budokukai, a military training academy of the Imperial Japanese Army, specializing in guerrilla warfare, espionage, and combat both hand-to-hand and with firearms. Oyama spent 2 years in this organization as part of the Nagano Group, which was dissolved when Allied forces arrived in Japan at the end of World War II in 1945. Later, he continued his training under the guidance of Master So Nai-chu, a fellow Korean from the same province as Oyama, who had settled in Japan. So Nai-chu was an expert in the Goju-ryu style of karate and a direct disciple of its founder in Japan, Master Chun Miyagi. He was the one who encouraged Oyama to retreat to the mountains to refine his technical skills and strengthen his spirit. At first, Oyama was accompanied by one of his students, but after 6 months of isolation, the student secretly fled during the night. From then on, Oyama had to continue his rigorous training alone, making his journey even more challenging. During this time, he experienced a strong urge to abandon his training and return to civilization. Sensing his disciples' struggle, Master So Nai-chu sent Oyama a letter filled with words of encouragement and an unusual suggestion, to shave off one of his eyebrows. In Eastern culture, this was considered deeply embarrassing, and by doing so, Oyama would deter himself from returning until he was fully prepared, as he would not want to be seen in that state. This strategy, combined with his master's powerful motivation, convinced him to persevere. After 18 months of intense training in the mountains, he emerged as a remarkably strong and disciplined karateka. Let me know if you'd like any refinements. I'm happy to help. A few months after returning to civilization in 1947, he tested his skills in the first National Martial Arts Championship in Japan, in the open category, where he emerged victorious. However, he still felt an emptiness for not completing the 3 years of isolation in the mountains. Determined to dedicate his life entirely to karate, he chose to retreat once more, this time to Mount Kyozumi in Chiba Prefecture, drawn by its environment and landscape, which fostered spiritual elevation. From then on, his training became extremely rigorous, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, without rest. He meditated under icy waterfalls, fought wild animals, shattered trees and river stones with his bare hands, used tree trunks as makiwara striking surfaces, and repeatedly jumped over flax plants as they grew. His daily regimen also included studying classical martial arts texts based on Zen philosophy and the writings of the legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi. Through this disciplined practice, he not only refined his unique karate method but also conditioned his mind and body. After 18 more months of intense training, he descended from the mountain, completely confident in himself and ready to take full control of his life. In 1950, Masutatsu Oyama decided to test his strength by fighting bulls. Over the course of these battles, he faced a total of 52 bulls, instantly killing 3 and breaking the horns of 49 with a powerful knife hand strike known as shudo. Later, in 1957, at the age of 34, he nearly lost his life in Mexico when a bull managed to gore him. Despite grim medical predictions, he made a remarkable recovery, once again proving his extraordinary resilience. In 1952, Sosai Oyama traveled to the United States for a year, showcasing his karate style on national television. Over the following years, he accepted numerous challenges, fighting against 270 opponents, including wrestlers, boxers, and fighters. Known as God Hand, he won most of his matches with a single punch, embodying the philosophy of Ichigeki, Hisatsu or one strike, certain death. While kicking techniques were secondary to him, he was also renowned for his powerful high kicks. In 1953, Oyama opened his first dojo in Meiyuro, Tokyo, training on a grass-covered site. In 1956, he established his first official dojo behind Rikyu University. By 1957, his school had 700 members, although many dropped out due to the intense training regimen. His students were dedicated to full-contact sparring or kumite, where head strikes with feet, palms, or fists were common. Grappling, joint locks, and throws were also integral to their practice, along with traditional Okinawan kobudo weapon training.